Okay, so what we're looking at today, Timberline 30-year architectural shingles. I had these installed 5 years ago by a reputable firm. This fall, I came up here to clean out the gutters, and while I was up here, I noticed a glare in several areas of the roof. So I moved the ladder over, only to find this. In various places, 52, I think I've counted so far, where the aggregate is coming off the face of the shingle. Now, normally when the aggregate comes off of a shingle, you see tar underneath. That's what it adheres to. Not in this case. Underneath is the fiberglass. Okay? Can't adhere to that. So obviously, it's a manufacturing defect. Somewhere along the assembly line, the processing line, the tar was not dispersed onto the fiberglass. So this is the result. Pretty simple, right? Ought to be able to send a photograph to the manufacturer, and they're like, oh, yeah, we had a problem that day in the line, and take care of it. Not so. They sent me a package, I think it's 13 pages long, on everything that I have to do to get them to act on these shingles. First off, you have to remove 2 shingles. Okay, they don't offer to send you replacement shingles. They don't offer to help. So here we are, 43 degrees today, out here trying to remove shingles that have been on for 5 years. Now, that's not all. On top of that, they want you to provide proof that you own the house. Not that you bought the shingles, that you own the house, which I do. But they wanted a copy of the deed. That's not happening. Or a copy of a tax receipt, which I have. Then they want photographs of every shingle that you can find that has the defect, which I did. Then they want colored. Okay, well, I don't have a colored printer, but they also said that you could send it by email, which I did. So, I think in the end what they're trying to do is just hope that you give up. No, not this guy. So to get these shingles off, architectural are different than 3-tab because you have 2 separate layers here. And this first layer is very thin. So, especially this time of year, you have to get a putty knife. I'm using like a 2.5-inch putty knife. And you have to heat it with a propane torch. Once you do that, then start where the raised tab is to go under the shingle you want to remove. That way, you know that you're not hitting a substrate like you would here, and you'd be lifting up part of this shingle. So go underneath there with a hot knife or anything that you can get your hands on that's thin and strong, like a putty knife. You have to heat this continuously in this cold weather. Work your way across, not up and down. Wiggling the knife back and forth. Be patient with it. When you do this, you're going to have to do it to this shingle, this row of shingles, and this row of shingles, since the nails basically interact with 3 different rows. So you've got to loosen all of these. And like I said, be cautious doing it because it's cold and they're brittle as hell. Once you do that, get your cat paw. Work your way underneath there till you find the head of the nail. And then take a hammer and tap it underneath that head and lift up. You're going to have to remove 8 of them for each shingle. Once that's done, when it's cold like this, you're going to have to reseal it. I have roofing tar. So I'll mix that up in an iron skillet. So a hot iron skillet. Bring that up here, and you can put that on your putty knife and just run it underneath there to provide adhesion. Over the next few weeks, as the sun comes out, just get up there and push down or walk on the shingles. Okay, that's it for now. I wish you luck.